Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Today I want to touch on why you need to learn to be an early bird when living in the Philippines. I think it's important. Hey guys, if you're liking the content, please like, subscribe, and comment. Lynn and I are doing this as a pay it forward, so we won't be asking for any money. For sure, for sure, for sure. Okay, let's get right into it here. So there's lots of different reasons why you should be rising early in the morning. There's biological reasons. We were never nighttime hunters. So our biology has been kind of set to waking early and going hunting before it gets hot, hot, hot. And so I'm going to remind you at this time too, guys, that get the D-Minder app so that you can get some of that morning sun. UVB does not rise with the sun. It rises later, usually about 2 to 3 hours, somewhere in that time frame. But anyway, the D-Minder app will help make sure that you don't get burned and that you can maybe get daily vitamin D and get your vitamin D in a good status. I was watching a video once of a Manila doctor who deals with sick type people, and of course a lot of celebrities and stuff like that. And he said, every last one of my patients has vitamin D in a country where we can get vitamin D all year round. He said it's insane, but we're paranoid of the sun. And yes, it's solar noon in the Philippines. Yeah, I'm paranoid too. So you got to be careful. But that's what the D-Minder app is for. And then you can go from there. But rising early, in my opinion, is quite important for a couple of reasons. The next one is immigration. If you're not there before the door opens, you're probably, well, you're probably going to be standing in the heat. They're not letting anybody inside the buildings anymore. You have to line up outside and then they get the next number to come in. And there's a secondary business in all of that, whether it's the guard or another person. Before the doors even open, they're getting everybody to line up. And in the one case we had in San Fernando for the NBI office, we were there super early, and again, we got done at a reasonable time. I think we were out of that office by 11. But if you arrived at 11, you might not get done that day, okay? There's a couple of reasons. The Filipinos, the foreigners and everybody, they're all office hours and stuff like that. It's just that they're all there early, right? I mean, we get programmed into the fact that malls don't open until 10 o'clock. So then we're programmed to think that that's when the day starts. But it's not the case, okay? So be wary of that, be cautious of it. You have to get up early. Now, the other reason to get up with those crows, the roosters crowing at us. So you've got a built-in alarm system there. In most parts of the Philippines, you are going to hear roosters crowing very early. But if you get up at that time of the day, oh my goodness, it's so much cooler. You're going to get, 4 hours maybe of not so heavy noise, and all of that type of stuff that goes along with it. And so once I started traveling outside of Canada, I started getting used to this early rising, because as we were traveling, we wanted to make sure that we were up early on a train, like especially when we're in Thailand, we get to the early morning train, and then we could get off the train before the sun set so we could get our hotel before the sun went down. Unfamiliar territory, best to be doing that kind of thing in daylight hours. So what else can I say about early mornings? Well, there's just a straight health reasons. We were never meant to to go to bed late. We're not nocturnal. We're not, oh, what else can I say? You know, news at 11 was really initially just an afterthought because the money people wanted their advertising on TV shows, right? News wasn't a big thing. Everybody caught their news by newspapers back in the day. So this programming that we've all gone through of staying up late to get the wrap-up news because our lives have become so fast-paced, especially in Western countries. And the one thing that you can still find a fair amount of is newspapers in the Philippines. And some of them are in English. But there's my suggestions, guys. I know most of you won't follow it. You know, most of us are in rhythms. But if you're going to move to the Philippines, I would suggest you change that rhythm. I would. You've got the opportunity now. And in that first stages, you might want to get up early and, you know, take a deep breath and ground yourself a little bit so that when you know, go off to immigration for your first time, or maybe if it's your second time, and you know you're going to have to get that ACR card, which is not a bad thing, guys. You got to get that paperwork done, so you got to get the ACR card as quick as you can. Hopefully you've already got a barangay ID. But if you can get that ACR as quick as you can, then you're into the bank account stuff and setting up your bank accounts and stuff. And again, you got to be at the bank early. Otherwise, I mean, if you walk by, trying to think if any of our videos caught any banks, but probably not. But, you know, you see people standing out there. They're not letting anybody indoors in the Philippines still for a lot of stuff. So banks and clinics and all of this type of stuff, immigration, they're all making you wait outside. So hopefully your immigration location has trees. Go to bed early, get a good night's rest, let the body heal, and have more than a few hours of nice, quiet, cooler time of day to enjoy yourself. And then get on to the day's business. Okay, later, Gators. Bye now.